What I'm about to tell you could save you years of guilt and exhaustion. Because here's what nobody tells you about being a highly sensitive person. It's not the social event that drains you, it's the 3 days after. So it's Sunday morning or maybe Tuesday night, and maybe you're lying in bed, maybe on the floor, and you feel wrecked. Your limbs feel heavy, your brain feels like it's wrapped in cotton, you're irritable, you're exhausted. And if somebody texts you right now asking how you are, you might actually just take your phone, throw it across the room. If you told someone, they'd ask, did you party too hard? How much did you drink? And you have to say, I didn't drink anything. I just went to brunch for a couple hours. That's all I did. Welcome to the social hangover. And if you're an HSP or highly sensitive person, this is costing you more than you know. I want you to stay with me because I'm about to explain exactly why this happens to us, and give you 3 protocols I use to recover faster. Today we're going deep. I want to explain exactly why your body crashes after social events and the actual biology and the specific recovery plan I use. If this is landing, here's how you support my work. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications button. That's the best compliment you can give me, and it helps other HSPs find us. And if you know another HSP who's currently in a social hangover right now, share this with them. Because what you're about to learn will change how you see your need for rest. And I also want you to remember you're not broken, you're not weak, you are just a highly sensitive person. And you're operating a very high performance system without an instructional manual. So I'm going to help you write that manual and tell you why this happens. All right. So let me tell you what's actually happening. Usually, when we feel this crash, we go straight to shame. Why am I like this? Why can everybody else go to a concert, go to dinner, an after party, and wake up feeling just fine? Why am I destroyed after just one coffee date? And the answer is not it's not in your personality, it's in your biology. So, as highly sensitive people, we process the world very differently. Not better, not worse, just differently. So, here's what I mean. So, your brain processes roughly 10 times more data than the average person, right? Think about that. Your, your brain is wired to process 10 times more data than the average person. So, when someone who's not a highly sensitive person walks into a coffee shop, for instance, their brain registers, oh, coffee smell. Oh, I like that. Mm. Then they see a line of people, music, done. You walk into the same coffee shop, your brain registers the grinder is making a high-pitched noise. The barista looks stressed. She has a long line out the door. The lights are flickering. That person in the corner smells like cologne, and that cologne is affecting you because you're a highly sensitive person and your sense of smell is 10 times more than other people. So you're not just hanging out, you are processing an avalanche of data every second. So into your brain, that data is so expensive, very expensive. It takes energy, real physical energy. So the social hangover isn't you being weak. It's what I call a sensory debt. So when you go to for example, when you go to that party that you were invited to, your nervous system is working overtime. It's saying too much input, too much input. To cope, your body floods with stress hormones just to keep you upright, right? That's why you feel wired but tired when you get home. You're running on fumes. Then what happens? The crash happens. The stress hormones drop. Your nervous system realizes it's safe and pulls the emergency brake. The heaviness, the fog in your brain, that's just your body forcing you, it's forcing you into power save mode, like you would do on your phone or on your watch, right? Because you have hit 0%. Here's what I need you to know. You are not broken. You're a high performance system operating in a world designed for standard models. And it's okay to need maintenance. In fact, for us highly sensitive people, mandatory. Act two, the recovery protocols. All right. So here's what I do when I hit the wall. So these aren't bubble baths and candles. Those are nice. Don't get me wrong. Those are nice. But this is actual nervous system repair. 3 protocols. Simple, doable. Protocol number 1, zero input. So I'll give you an example. So when you have a social hangover, your bucket is full. You cannot add one more drop without it spilling over. So for most people, they try to relax by switching inputs. They leave the party, they scroll TikTok, they watch Netflix, or they listen to a podcast. Stop. That's it. That is still input. That's still data your exhausted brain has to process. The protocol is zero input. For me, what I do is I go into my bedroom, I pull the black curtains to, I bring, shut them down, put noise canceling headphones, nothing playing, or maybe just, you know, some brown noise, no phone, no book, no music. And I just lie there for 20 minutes, just with myself, right? It feels boring at first, maybe even scary being alone with your thoughts because you have to just put those headphones on and just lay there for 20 minutes. What you're actually doing is you're giving your nervous system a chance to stop ringing. You're closing all, how would I say? Maybe this is more, yeah, I'm closing all the open tabs. Yes, let's say that. And that's recovery. Protocol number 2, gentle movement. Remember those stress hormones we talked about at the beginning? They don't just evaporate. They sit in your muscles. I'll give you an example. Animals know this. Let's say, for instance, when you see a gazelle escaping from a lion, it doesn't just go back to grazing, it shakes. It physically shakes the body to discharge the stress. You need to complete the stress cycle. You don't need to do a HIIT workout. You just need gentle movement. I'll give you an example. What you can do is you can walk, you can stretch, or literally just shake your arms, shake your legs. And that's why I did this video standing up so I can demonstrate, because you want to tell your body the threat is over, the party is over. We are safe now. Which brings me to protocol number 3, the 24-hour no. This one, I have to admit, even for me, it's the hardest one, right? So let's put you back at the social event. So when you're in a social hangover, your boundaries are weak. You feel guilty. You feel like you need to apologize for being tired. My prescription for the next 24 hours, the answer is no. Somebody asks me, even at home, can you do the dishes? Nope. Can you look at this email? Nope. Can we talk about our relationship now? Nope. Absolutely no. You know why? Because you're in recovery. You have to protect your peace like your well-being depends on it, because it does, right? I want to leave you with this. So your sensitivity, your ability to read the room, feel the energy, connect deeply with others, it's a gift. I truly believe that. But the tax on that gift is very, very high. It's a very high tax. The social hangover, that is the bill coming due. So what we do as highly sensitive people, we often try to perform our way through it. We try to be the chill friend, the easygoing person, oh, the always on nurse. That is me because I'm a nurse, so I'm always on. What we do is we end up performing fine until we collapse. Now, what I'm asking you is please stop performing. Look at your need to rest as not as a flaw. It's as a requirement for the magic you bring to the world as a highly sensitive person. Take the 3 days, close the curtains, let the world wait. And you're going to find that the people who love you, the real ones, they will still be there when you are ready. Now, I know what you're panicking about. You're like, well, Sly, if I rest for 3 days, I have to cancel plans. And if I have to cancel plans, everyone's going to hate me. Well, I got you. What we're going to do in my next video, I'm going to give you the exact words I use word for word to cancel plans without burning bridges. I want you to subscribe so you don't miss that. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're here. I'm not alone. I'm not talking to a void, because it's going to save you so much guilt. And if you're currently in a social hangover right now, leave a comment. Just type, I'm taking my 3 days. Let's normalize the recovery. And I want you to always remember, and I say this every video, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't fall into that shame spiral as HSPs fall into when it comes to um, taking rest, canceling plans and uh, having to explain ourselves. And these things are going to happen in small doses. We heal in small doses because this is from childhood that we learned these types of behaviors, and we have to retrain and rewire our nervous system. So I want you to know you're doing better than you think, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you for being here.